Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Harry the Spastic here, the voice of hardcore boxing. Today, I'm joined by Yemi from Morecambe. How are you doing, Yemi?
I'm good, thanks. What's yourself?
I'm all right, lad. You're making your debut. You're a big boxing fan. 30-year-old. How long have you been a boxing fan? Since you were a kid?
Yeah, since I was 7, 8, yeah,
Did you used to
boxing.
watch
The
it with
first
your
fight I
dad?
watched was I think Mike Tyson ran the Holyfield, the rematch. That was the first fight I watched as a kid with my parents.
Did you watch it with your parents when you were a kid? Did you stop up late?
Yeah, yes, and also the two big fighters I was fascinated with was Mike Tyson, of course, as everyone was. And Nas, I was a massive Nas fan. Nas was my idol as a kid. Nas, absolutely love Nas. I wanted to be him. Literally, I wanted to be him as a kid. Nas.
Yeah, he didn't live far. He don't live far from where I live now. So I've met him several times. I thought he were quite annoying when he were little. Got really big jug ears. Just want to lift him up like FA Cup. So come here, jug ears. But he did well for himself, and he didn't cover himself in glory sort of a while back. And but he's regrouped and he's moved out to Sheffield now, hasn't he? But he had a great career, didn't he? Him and
Absolutely.
Mike Tyson have both got a common number between them, number 9. You know why that is, don't you?
Number 9. Oh no, what's
Both
the
got 9 wins over world champions.
what, really? Wow.
Yeah, but Carl Froch's got more. I just thought I'd point that out to you.
Okay, how's he?
But right, obviously you've seen the boxing at the weekend. What did you think to Eddie Hill's show, yeah, mate, in Sheffield?
Apart from the upsets, pretty much okay, boring. We pretty much, a Saturday night, typical Sky Sports Saturday night, event. It wasn't nothing fascinating. Apart from them two upsets, nothing really special.
No, you're not special at all. Didn't you think the show was brilliant then? No, apart from
No.
what did you think to the stoppages?
Yeah. The referee made it, especially with Terri Harper. That girl, I thought that's that might be life changing. That those damages, she got days. She got days. That's those power shots from the American chick. They were brutal. She was about to get knocked out, sparked out. Luckily, the referee made a good decision and stopped it early.
Yeah, and what did you think to Galahad's stoppage?
Yeah, that's pretty much, in my opinion, the Terri Harper was an upset because I knew she would lose. Because I don't think Terri Harper's been tested at world level. I think she's probably an Irish fight at best. Whereas the guy was genuinely a bit upset. I was shocked because I thought it'd be an easy either points win or late stoppage with Galahad, but he got knocked out cold. So that was an upset in my opinion. So in my opinion, it's one upset that happened on Saturday night, not two upsets. One upset.
Yeah. But the reason it's got a lot of press interest and media interest and went viral is because of how she got stopped and it stood up, which is rare, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially women's boxing, because women's boxing not known for power punches. It's known for like more, not usually not you're not seeing women getting brutally damage like that. Usually, fight like Katie Taylor, Natasha Jonas, like more, jab, more like technical, less power shots. So that was a big surprise.
Yeah. And did you see Billiam Smith's fight, Emmy?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that fight. Yeah,
What do you think to him? Do you like him?
yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Do you feel that, sorry, go on.
I hope he does good things. I hope he does good things.
Do you feel that Billiam Smith don't get a lot of press interest because he's a bit quiet and that, and he don't put his son out there like other fighters?
Yeah, in boxing, from what I've learned is in boxing, in order to be a superstar, you have to be two things: either a trash talker like a Mayweather or Adrian Broner or Conor McGregor, or you have to be a knockout artist like an AJ Canelo. You have to be either a knockout artist or a trash talker. If you're not one of those two, you're not going to be a pay-per-view star.
Do you think Chris is like needs to either be a KO man or start opening his mouth a bit then?
Absolutely, that's just the way to go. Fortunately, you have to be entertaining to watch, or like a knockout artist, or you have to be a trash talker to make the big boxing.
Okay. Where do you see Dylan White going now with his career, Yemi?
It all depends if a fight Tyson, you get stopped easily. If Tyson revocates, then But potentially, he's not fighting Wilder if Tyson vacates, or because trying to jump. Apparently, Wilder is mandatory if he doesn't fight Fury for the title. If he fights Wilder, I think Wilder knocks him out again. Knocks White out. I don't think White can handle Wilder's power. The only man I like to handle Wilder's power is Fury and potentially Joe Joyce.
Yeah. Do you rate Joe Joyce, Yemi?
Yeah, I think he's definitely a talent that needs to be, more recognized. I definitely think he can become champion if Fury retires. I think he's the future heavyweight boxing once Tyson retires.
Joe Joyce, yeah.
Yeah, definitely him and potentially Hergovich and maybe Yoka, those three.
Do you rate Yoka?
Yeah, Yoka, definitely. Again, a talent that's underappreciated as well because he only got the right people right behind him.
Did you see what Yoka did to Dave Allen when he fought him?
Yeah. Fortunately, ruined him.
Where do you see Dave Allen's career going now as a heavyweight? Do you see him being in mix, or do you just see him hanging around to get a few quid?
If he gets to fight with Babic, then he will hang around for more fights. If not, he might have a few fights and just stick to management. It all depends if Eddie can give him good fights or not.
You feel that Dave's had a lot of punishment in his career?
Absolutely, he should have never fought, especially Luis Ortiz. A really a legit fighter, world class fighter, especially when he was a novice. That really ruined him. He put the wrong fights, too early.
Yeah,
mismanaged.
Who do you think's at fault for Dave Allen taking the Luis Ortiz fight when he'd only had 10 fights?
I think he's mostly Eddie Hills because he wasn't he was mismanaged by Eddie Hearn. He wasn't given the right advice and he took fights too soon too early in his career. If he had better management, people who actually cared about him, potentially he should have been at least British champion and potentially European champion.
Yeah, and do you think that the board of control in order giving him a manager's license to manage fighters now, considering how his career went, or do you think that they might look at it as that he might do the opposite to how his career went, with the matchmaking?
Depends. Yeah, boxing's basically like trainers. Just because you're a bad boxer doesn't mean you're gonna be a shit trainer. And if you're a poor manager yourself, doesn't mean you're gonna be a poor manager yourself. So it works both ways. You can be a poor boxer, an excellent trainer or excellent manager, or a poor trainer and a brilliant boxer. So it can go either way.
Yeah.
Like they say, Ross, a smart man learns from his mistakes, and a wise man will learn from other people's mistakes. And hopefully, Dave Allen's learned from his mistakes in the career. I'll pass on the knowledge to other boxers who are coming up.
Who told you that? Your dad?
Myself. I like to research and I like to educate myself and the life in general.
Good. I bet you've got a good education behind you, haven't you?
Well, you can say that. Yeah, you can say that.
Bright kid. You look a bright kid. Did you watch Mick Ennis's show at weekend?
Unfortunately, I missed it though. Unfortunately, I only watched the Eddie Hill show as well as the Golden Boy in America, Jamie Maguire and Gabriel Rosado.
What did you think to that, Mongo Rosado?
Entertaining, definitely entertaining. I think if Maguire was more precise with his power shot, he could have stopped Rosado. I think it could have been stopped if he was more precise, more careful with his more accurate with his power shots. I think we got a bit careless, Maguire with his shots, and I think Rosado was just he let Rosado get too much into his rhythm.
Okay. What do you think about Bob Arum? Do you think he should retire? He's 90 now and he's hanging around the sport. He's doped out in his mind on weed all day. Do you think he's had his day and that he should move on and that he's...
Bob Arum is arguably the best or second best, boxing promoter of all time. It's either him or Don King in terms of boxing promoters. He's done a lot for boxing, like 50 years worth of boxing. He's promoted all the best: Leonard, Hagler, Ali, Fury now, Mayweather, Pacquiao. He's done it all. No one can compete with, apart from Don King. No one can compete in terms of resume. And I think Bob Arum just is he past it? The thing you got to give him credit though, even though he's not Al Heyman, he's not number one dog, I guess, in terms of American promoters, he still managed to attract top, not talent. He's still got Crawford, still got Lomachenko, He's got Josh Taylor. He's got Tyson. So he's got obviously he's got some type of about him that manages top-notch talent. So should he retire? I guess no. Why not? He's got the best heavyweight resume. You got a pound elite. You got Taylor and Crawford and Lomachenko, and still got Lopez as well. So he's still got still a king of promoting. So probably not now. He's still forced to be reckoned with, Bob Arum. He's old but not obsolete. Like I say, Russ. He's old but not obsolete. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's not called the Bob Father for now, is he?
Absolutely.
Jake Paul and Logan Paul, they've made a lot of noise on social media, and they're putting big events on and paying fighters good money and that. Do you think they're good for the sport, or do you think it's slowly kicking sand in the face of the fans?
It's 50-50. It's a gift and a curse. They're good for boxing. It helps bring casual fans to the sport, and it helps make money. Fighters more money. And they're bad for the sport because he doesn't put emphasis on the boxers. He puts emphasis on the social media people. So he gives the profession that you have to be a social media star rather than being a talented boxer to make the big bucks. So it's a gift and a curse what they do for boxing. It's 50-50 basically. There's pros and cons.
Yeah. What do you think to Savannah Marshall? Do you think she'll reign supreme and beat Clarissa Shields?
I think it's probably arguably the greatest female fight of all time if they fight. Probably since Layla Ali and what's her name? The daughter of the late Joe Frazier. Probably be the greatest female fight of all time. Definitely the Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali by the time they fight. I think Savannah can knock her out potentially, but it'll be a tough fight for her. Tough fight.
Yeah. Were you a big Muhammad Ali fan?
Yeah, it was my hero, it was my idol, my hero. I loved Ali. I cried when he died. I cried my tears out. I couldn't sleep for weeks, months. I was my idol, the hero. Absolutely, he was my hero, my dad's hero as well.
Yeah, I've got him on photos in my room downstairs. Big fan of Ali. Massive fan. Do you feel that how Ali when he didn't fight for them 3.5 years and he came back, he obviously adopted his style, didn't he? I mean, he didn't.
That's what makes him good to fight. Elite fighters like him, Mayweather, Tyson, as they get older, they learn to adapt the skill set. All the best fighters in history, they also learn to adapt, improve the skill set. They diversify the skill set. That separates a good fighter from a great fighter. A great fighter learns to adapt and diverse and learns how to deal with age. Make sure their age skill set matches so they can fight to a longer age at a high level whilst we're not taking too much punishment.
Do you feel that Tyson Fury is having to adapt his style because he hasn't got that zip in his legs like he used to have?
I'm not sure. I see what you're coming from, because he was sloppy in the recent Wilder fight. It wasn't his best performance. I think it was more to do with the layoff. Ring Russ as well. His issue with obviously taking care of his daughter. So he didn't have enough training to get himself, prepared for the Wilder fight. I think it was more of what happened behind the scenes rather than his current body. So we have to wait. By the next 2 years, we'll find out if he's slowing down, if he's still in his prime.
Yeah, but there's always an excuse, isn't there, though, in boxing, if anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. If you win, then you're great. If you lose, then it's always a broken hand or a foot injury is also an excuse if you lose. Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you think to Daniel Dubois at the moment? Do you feel that he's not getting as much press attention as others, or do you think he's just a quiet lad?
I think it's mainly because of his loss to Joy Joy. I think that Joy hurt his credibility a lot. Joy is a great fighter, and I think he will be a world champion. I think that the way it was built up, it was built up to be this knockout artist, invincible, like the next AJ for Frank Warren. So I think that loss hurt his career a bit, put them, back a few steps. And also, he's a quiet guy. So and again, in boxing, you have to be a knockout artist or a loudmouth.
Did you watch Canelo against Billy Joe Saunders?
Yeah, that was a fight I was looking forward to most of the year. That's a fight that the Wilder rematch and the Crawford Porter rematch. Those are 3 fights I'm looking forward to most this year. So I was really excited, absolutely excited. I stayed up to 4 o'clock in the morning to watch that fight on the zone. Yeah, a good event. Unfortunately, Saunders lost, but I think he tried, but he did give up. But unfortunately, Canelo just too good for Billy Joe. And again, Billy Joe didn't have the right preparation. He should have fought like more contenders. Because apart from Lemieux and Eubank, he fought a bunch of nobodies basically. They had 2 names, and the rest were nobodies.
So do you feel that Billy Joe Saunders could be classed as like a British world champion kind of thing?
Yeah, because he had no names, no one of note.
Yeah,
He was a belt holder more than a champion, a belt holder.
you've not got a signature win. Is that what we agree on? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Eubanks doesn't prove himself. Andy Lee was average at best, and so was Lemieux. No elite wins.
Liam Smith's a former world champion.
Yeah, that time there was Billiam Smith, there was Anthony Collar, Terry Flanagan. They were all pretty much British belt holders. There was a time in the early 2000s there were like 13, 14 British world champions, and most of them were belt holders. So
do you know how many world
champions? It was lucky time where a lot of British champions, but there weren't many true elite fighters.
Yeah. Do you know how many world champions that Liam Smith beat?
0.
0, but yet he's a former world champion. How does that work out?
Right place, right time. Right place, right time. It was a time where the division wasn't very strong.
Belt, won a vacant belt. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Trainers in this country at the moment. Who do you think's best trainer?
British. In my opinion, Shane McGuigan.
A lot of people say that to me. Who's got the best CV out of all the trainers in the UK?
CV. That's a good question. At the moment, I don't know. We should still Bob McCracken because he's got Fox, he's got AJ. Because I can't think anyone else.
Well, how many trainers from this country have won Ring Magazine Trainer at year?
Hasn't Bob won it? McCracken?
No. One person's won it in 100 and odd year.
Who was that? Was that Benonigo?
Joe Gallagher. Now, Joe Gallagher's had the most champions across the board from anybody from UK. Do you feel that Liam Smith and Callum Smith maybe made a mistake leaving him? Considering he took them to world titles and
I'm not
made a millionaire.
It's not harsh because Liam Smith to me is not that good of a fight. I think it's a European level fight at best. Liam Smith, in my opinion, is not a great fight in my opinion. I think Joe Gallagher did the best he can with Liam Smith. He won't become champion again. I think Callum Smith still to me hasn't proven himself as a great fighter. He still hasn't beat anyone of note. He beat a one-armed passive Pat George Groves, and that's it. Who has Callum Smith beat that impresses you?
Do you feel that in this country we have trainers that can talk really good in front of the camera and say all right things, and like your Shane McGuigan, Jordan Bowman, and Ben Davidson, and you think people buy into that? And do you think that there's trainers out there that don't want to be on camera and that are maybe better than them, but they just don't want to put themselves out there?
Absolutely, 100%. It's about who you know, and what you know in life, and especially with boxing. If you talk the talk and you got the right people behind you, that you can go far in boxing.
Who do you think's had the best CV in last 10 years in this country?
In terms of who?
Fighters in this country that have fought great fighters, one after other, and
Foch, hands down, Carl Foch.
Yeah.
Foch, hands down. He put Jermaine Taylor, Andrea Ward, Lucian Butte, he's fought George Groves, he's fought Arthur Abraham.
John Pascal, undefeated. Abraham, Glenn Johnson, Butte. List goes on, doesn't it?
Yeah, he fought everybody. Apart from James DeGale, he fought everybody in his era.
Yeah, Brian McGee. You know the James DeGale fight? Do you think that Carl Froch vacated because he wanted to swerve him, or do you think he retired because he wanted to swerve him? So
I know what you're going to say. In my opinion, I think he knew he was past it. He was past his best, and I thought he wanted, an easy way out to retire smoothly. He wouldn't risk a defeat to,
there's always going to be somebody else coming along, though, isn't there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
But what's your favourite fight of all time, Yemi?
Jose Castillo versus Diego Corrales won. That's a fight, entertaining fight, non-stop action. That of all time, because there's just a sheer grit between those two fighters, sheer grit. But especially 10th round, they both knocked out each other. Brutal fight.
You know, years ago I watched the fight, and it was Floyd Mayweather against Genaro Hernandez when he first won the world title.
Yes.
And I thought that were an amazing fight for somebody so young to be so use so much authority in the ring. And all young fighters who I speak to, or people in boxing I speak to, and they ask me, what do you think is a great fight? And I say, well, Floyd Mayweather, when he first won his world title, people need to watch that. That's a purist fight for me. But if you want to watch an all-action fight, I like to watch John Pascal against Froch, or Mickey Ward against Gassi. Do you like that one?
Yeah, what about McClellan, Jerry McClellan versus Nigel Benn?
Yeah, I thought that was a great fight. I thought McClellan were really up against it on the night, because he put Bernard at ring, didn't he, for God knows how long, didn't he, first round? And yes. They allowed him a lot of time to get back in ring, didn't they? Yeah, I thought that was a great fight.
One of my favorite heavyweight fights of all time is Lennox Lewis and Vitaly Klitschko. Another brutal fight, brutal bash up.
Yeah. Do you like the Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Thriller in Manila?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, one of the greatest heavyweight fights of all time. And I also love Riddick Bowe and Randy Holyfield trilogy. Those two trilogies, brilliant. Holyfield and Bowe.
What about Ali against Sonny Liston, the first one?
Yeah. One of the biggest upsets of all time. Yeah, definitely.
Are you on social media, Yemi?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me, Yemi Babatunde. I've also got a YouTube channel as well. You can find me on YouTube. I've started YouTube recently. I post boxing videos about 2 times a week, and you can check out my content if you want, Russ. And you can, if you want to, say.
I only do YouTube, mate. I only do YouTube, but yeah. Are you related to Tunde, whatever it's called now? Is he no relation to you?
Tunde Ajayi, he's Nigerian, same tribe, both Yoruba, but not related by blood. No.
Same what?
Tribe.
Oh,
in Nigeria, there's a lot of tribes in Nigeria. There's Yoruba, which is our tribe. Me and Tunde are the same tribe. Yoruba. There's Habusa, and there's Igbo.
So what's your tribe called then?
Yoruba.
Oh yeah. Oh, is he from that area then?
Yes, and so is AJ as well. Joshua's the same tribe as me, both Yoruba tribe.
Is Anthony Joshua Nigerian? Is he?
Yeah, Nigerian.
Well, Anthony Joshua born in Nigeria, was he?
He wasn't born there. No, he was born in Watford, but he's of Nigerian descent. His dad's Nigerian.
Is his dad Nigerian? Oh yeah. Because
Femi's Nigerian. Femi, that's his middle name.
That's his middle name or real name?
Middle name, Femi.
His middle name is Femi. Yeah, I've heard him called Femi. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know you were from Nigeria, but I've heard Eddie Hearn talking about putting the Usyk against him in Nigeria. It's a possibility, he said, or Saudi or Vegas or China.
Okay.
But yeah. So you're not on Twitter?
I am. Yeah, I'm on Twitter. Yeah.
Oh, what's your Twitter handle then?
Yemi Babatunde.
Oh, just Yemi Baba. Sorry, if you want to get in touch with Yemi on Twitter, it's Yemi Babatunde on Twitter. You're on Insta.
Yeah. My Twitter is different. My Instagram is different. It's the Nigerian Stallion 123.
Right. Okay then. Well, listen.
The Nigerian Stallion 123.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for coming on. You've been brilliant. You're obviously a big boxing fan. Have you got any predictions for the weekend?
I'm obviously the Crawford Potter fight. What's your prediction, Russ? Porter.
Crawford on points.
Yeah, I think too. A lot of people think Porter will stop him, but I don't think Porter. It would be a good fight though. I don't think Crawford can stop Porter. I think Porter's got a good chin, good energy.
Crawford's seen every style like Usyk, hasn't he?
Yeah,
He's been in with big punches and that. I think Porter's over ill and far away, in my opinion. I think we saw the best of him against Kell Brook, which could have gone either way that fight, couldn't it, Yemi, when you think about it? But Kell Brook got the nod, didn't he?
absolutely.
Okie dokie then. Well, listen, we'll have to get you on again. You've been great.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm sad though for Eubank and Williams because that's the fight I'm looking forward to as well. I want to see what Eubank was really. I want to see where Eubank is at his career and see if Roy Jones actually helping him out. Taking to the next level. But not meant to be. Not meant to be.
Yeah. Okie dokie then. Well, listen, you take care, mate. What other fight that's not on? I mean, somebody's just said to me that Eubank fights off. The other one is.
You mean Barazzi?
Barazzi fights off, innit? He's got an hand injury. So, okie dokie then. Well, listen, all the best and have a great evening, Yemi. You take care.
Okay, and guys as well, check out my YouTube channel as well. Yemi Babatunde on YouTube. I'm trying to catch up with Russ now and boxing videos. You can have a watch and see what you think about my content.
If you want to subscribe to this young man's YouTube channel, it's called
Yemi Babatunde is my name.
Yemi Babatunde, and it's got boxing videos on there as well. You got a free plug there, young man, haven't you?
Yeah, free promotion from the great, Russ Hartley.
All right then, mate. You take care.
You take care, guys.
Good night. Bye-bye. Bye.